Hey guys, it's Jen. Welcome back to the channel. I'm happy you're here today. Just hanging out here on my front porch, and I thought it would be fun just take you around the yard and show you what things are looking like right now. We've been doing a ton of outdoor projects. So little by little, I'm gonna show you some of the changes that we've been making, and I would love to just take you on a small peek of my garden. You know how that goes when you're gardening. Things change very fast. Things that were looking lush and beautiful and lovely just 2 weeks ago are starting to fade away, and new things are starting to take front and center stage in the garden. So let's just take a walk around. Let me show you what we are up to. Let me show you what the yard has been looking like and where the future plans are going. So if you like this type of video, be sure and leave me a comment below. Let me know what you enjoyed seeing today. Subscribe to my channel and hit that like button because you don't want to miss any of the upcoming videos that we've got coming your way. Thanks so much. Let's get started. So a lot of you guys know that recently I was talking about some patio plans, and my husband sat down and we really discussed how we want to use the space, and we actually came to a really cool solution. We actually have this guest house over here. It used to be a garage, but he built it into a guest house, and we had this giant screen room here in the center that we used, sort of, but rather than build a screen room here or another structure to make the house bigger, we decided that we were going to use the structure that already was existing. And so we are closing in a huge portion of the screen room. On the inside, that will be divided from end to end, and there will be an open air patio on the back side of it looking out onto the back porch, and then there will be interior space here. So we've got these two windows. He framed this out and put the windows in today, and now he's working on removing the exterior siding from the patio wall on the inside because eventually this will be interior wall. But my husband used to do aluminum for a living, so he's very familiar with working with soffit, fascia, siding, all that sort of thing. So you can see he's removed the aluminum siding and bringing it down to the, what do you call that, insulation. And then eventually that will be the interior wall. There'll be a closet there. This is going to be a bedroom. It'll actually end up being a third bedroom on the property. It's not connected to the house, but it is a guest house, so I think this will be a nice space for company and guests. It will also provide us some privacy from the road. So here's looking at it from the opposite side. I'm standing in the backyard right now, but you can actually see a little bit better how this run will work. The exit there, the screen patio here, and then it'll connect to that open air patio. All of that screen will be gone, and there'll be a little seating area there with access to the backyard. I think this is going to make the backyard a lot more usable. For the longest time, we just have not really been out here much, and I feel like now that I'm gardening more and trying to use this space more, I think that I am really, really going to enjoy this being finished. And then this section over here, I'm actually going to include some clips of what it used to look like. Just after Christmas, we decided that we were going to remove the deck. And so we had a giant pool deck. My husband actually built a fireplace into it, and we really weren't using it that much anymore. So we decided that we were going to remove it and put some grass back in. So now we've got a nice functional space. We still have a deck area that we can get into the pool from, and now we've got more grass to use. It's still a mess. We got to clean it up, but it's a work in progress. We bought this house in 2014, and we knew we wanted to do all sorts of things to change it, and it has seen so many different looks over the last 8 years that it's hard to even believe. We just started project after project and changed everything, and it just seems like it's transformed itself so many times, but this is, I think, going to be the final transformation. I'm very excited to see the end result. You can see this is the back side of the guest house here, and the side yard over here, and then this over here is my shed. My husband actually built this shed, and I love it. It is so cute. This is his work area, though. He's always over here doing some sort of project or building something, but we are really blessed to have this yard and this space. So one of the biggest issues I have when I'm trying to create this really cute yard that is just pretty to look at is the fact that right next to our shed, we have this giant eyesore, and it's my husband's tool area, and he's got to have a place to put all his tools. And I know that's a really big shed, but you wouldn't believe it, but he's got a workshop in there. That's where he does all his building. So we are working on putting a screen up here with some beautiful large plants that will sort of hide that from view and still allow easy access for the equipment. So the first thing we're doing here is just he is placing a couple of posts in the ground. This is going to be a very simple privacy screen, just 3 vertical posts and then some wooden slats that will go between the posts, just to have a backdrop, create a little bit of a privacy screen to block the view of the tools and that work area in the back. And we do plan to add some very large bougainvillea. I mean, you know, they're going to start small, but we're going to put just 2 for now. So this is the back part of our property that we never come over to. And you know, some people collect figurines, some people collect baseball cards. My husband collects lumber and building materials. So this is our little warehouse over here. This is what he's pulling from. I'm not complaining though, because he totally saves us money. This is all just deck materials. We busted up that deck I showed in a recent video. We busted up that deck, and so we were able to salvage almost all of that, and that's what he's using to build it. So you guys, he's making some progress. He's about halfway through the first side, and I just really quickly want to give my husband a shout out, and shout out to all those husbands out there who are weekend warriors and they get it done. I mean, I do a lot of things around the house on my own, but honestly, there is no way I would be able to do half of the things that I am able to without the help of my husband. He is just smart, and he is so kind and so sweet, and he always does these projects for me. His little saying is "as you wish," which if you know the movie The Princess Bride, you'll recognize that. But you know, if I dream it up, he makes it happen. And as you can see, it is turning out beautiful. So here is what it looks like finished. Obviously, it is going to take some time before the plants grow up. We need to get them in the ground. These are the 2 that we selected. They are exactly the same as the blooms that you see just behind them, and they are prolific. So we're gonna get these in the ground. Guys, I have to apologize. I did not realize that my camera battery died while I was planting these. So through the magic of television, these are already in the ground in just a matter of seconds. I'm so sorry that happened. I was hopeful that when I saw the camera had turned off, I was hoping that it turned off at the end, but it is what it is, guys. But this is what we are working with here. I've got the 2 bougainvillea planted in the center of each of the screens. Molly's gonna come check it out. Molly, what do you think? Did I do a good job? And I know they don't look like much right now, but these things are going to get huge. Hopefully they will cover the entire screen and come over the top so that it will screen out all of this eyesore here next to our shed. This is just a mess back there. One day we'll clean it, but for now I was really looking for something that would be beautiful to look at from far, that would bring some color in, and I think this is going to do it. So over the years, we are going to see how these grow and how they fill up this entire screen. A lot of you guys saw when I did my recent garden tour that we had a wall here that was missing a door. This used to be my laundry room entrance, but since then we've decided we wanted to close it off. So I am just out here waiting this morning for my delivery of my siding. Hopefully we'll get this put up this weekend and get it painted and finally start moving in the direction of having the outside of the house finished and looking good, especially with all the construction projects we're doing. I'm sort of overwhelmed with everything being a mess everywhere. So we just got our delivery from Home Depot. This is like a hardy board, or I don't know, like a cement fiber board. This is what's on the house right now. It's got sort of like a wood look to it, but it's definitely not wood. So this is perfect for fixing up that one section of the wall where we need to close up the opening from the door. I am so excited that we finally got this done. This has been so long in the waiting. Now I just got to get it painted and fix a little bit of the water damage on the side pole there. And finally, we were able to finish this project here. I do need to get some paint on this wall. The hardy board siding is this ugly yellow, so I want to quickly get this first and second coat up on the wall. I do have some plans for a garden area here against this wall, which you'll see in a future video. And you guys, there is nothing like the fresh coat of paint. It makes everything look so new and so pretty, and I just love painting. I don't know about you guys, but for me it's very therapeutic. Now, I just wanted to show you that my husband also has been working on this swing. He got a woodworking book for Christmas and he wanted to try his hand at making this swing, and just like everything else he does, it turned out beautifully. So we were able to hang it here in the arbor. We added in some solar lights, and we have been enjoying this swing and the new space in our yard to relax ever since we put it up. That's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for spending your time with me today. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.